Welcome back to the details. The Supreme Constitutional Court held on Saturday a press conference entitled "The Judiciary of the Supreme Constitutional Court in light of the new provisions of the 2014 Constitution, which coincides with the anniversary of its issuance." The conference was attended by senior statesmen, members of the judiciary, as well as the drafters, members of the Committee of 10 and the Committee of 50. Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli held a press conference on Saturday after his inspection tour in Aswan Governorate, which took him to follow up the progress of a number of service and development projects. The projects come within the presidential initiative Decent Life. The Prime Minister was accompanied by a number of top executives as he inspected the Creativity Digital Center, Creativa, established by the Ministry of Communication and Information Technology and inaugurated earlier by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi in 2022 within the 8 centers for digital creation nationwide. The Premier also toured advanced IT laboratories in Creativa and listened to a detailed explanation of its strategy for building digital potentials across the state. The 19th round of the Non-Aligned Movement Summit continues for the second day running, with Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry heading Egypt's participating delegation there. He also gave the Egyptian speech on behalf of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. The 19th round of Non-Aligned Movement Summit continues for the second day running, with Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry heading Egypt's delegation there on behalf of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. During the summit, Egypt stressed that peace and stability cannot be achieved in the Middle East unless Israel ends its occupation and withdraw from all Arab-occupied territories, in addition to establishing an independent Palestinian state according to the borders of 1967, with Al-Quds as its capital. This came in the speech delivered by Shoukry at the summit on behalf of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. Egypt top diplomats said the Middle East region is witnessing a widespread crisis as a result of continuous Israeli aggression. He also pointed that Egypt urged the non-aligned movement to commit to its historical stances in condemning the illegitimate Israeli practices and refusing the displacement of the Palestinian people, in addition to rejecting the liquidation of the Palestinian cause. Regarding Sudan, Shoukry noted that Egypt has received more than 350,000 Sudanese citizens since the beginning of the Sudanese crisis, adding that Egypt had launched Sudan's neighboring countries' mechanism to support the Sudanese national vision to resolve the crisis. He said Egypt's efforts came in line with its commitment to prevent bloodshed of Sudanese people and alleviating their humanitarian suffering. Moreover, he stressed Egypt's full support for the unity of the Somali territories in Somalia's sovereignty over its entire territory, expressing Egypt's condemnation of any unilateral measures taken by any regional party to threaten the unity and integrity of Somalia. This came as our top diplomat underscored the necessity of intensifying joint Arab and international action to face the deteriorating humanitarian conditions in Palestine, urging political and diplomatic moves to achieve an immediate ceasefire. The Foreign Minister's remarks came while holding a number of bilateral meetings with a number of his counterparts on the sidelines of the 19th summit of the Non-Aligned Movement currently taking place in the Ugandan capital, Kampala.
On the sidelines of the 19th summit of the Non-Aligned Movement in Uganda, Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry held a number of talks with his counterparts to renew their adherence to implement the mutual objectives of the movement. Shoukry met with Bahraini counterpart Abdullah bin Rashid Al Zayani, where the Foreign Minister warned of serious repercussions of expanding the conflict in the regional or the international peace and security arenas. The Arab foreign ministers expressed their country's keenness on maintaining bilateral work and coordination under the umbrella of joint Arab action for the sake of peoples of the region and within the upcoming Bahraini presidency of the Arab League Council and ongoing preparations for holding the next summit in Manama. Moreover, the foreign minister held a bilateral meeting with Indian counterpart Ajay Shankar. He said bilateral high-level visits will support the implementation of the strategic partnership agreement as well as enhancing bilateral relations in various domains. Foreign Minister Shukri also met with his Belarusian counterpart Sergei Alienik. The top diplomats tackled means of enhancing cooperation in the fields of mutual interest, including heavy industry, railways, food industries, as well as agricultural mechanization. Shukri and Alienik also agreed on the launch of direct airlines between Egypt and Belarus. The talks also cover the latest developments in Gaza and Egypt's efforts to ensure the access of humanitarian aid to the Strip and to reach a comprehensive, sustainable ceasefire.
On the ground, the health ministry in Gaza said on Saturday at least 24,927 people have been